Talofa, my name is Yuki Kihara. I'm based between Samoa and Aotearoa, New Zealand, and I'm currently taking part in the Honolulu Biennial, where I'm currently exhibiting my series from 2015 entitled A Study of a Samoan Savage. So A Study of a Samoan Savage was inspired by an incident which took place in Aotearoa in 2009, where Patrick Leigh Sam, who was the coach of the Auckland Blues rugby team, was accused from the rugby fans, where the rugby fans accused him for the failure of the rugby team was due to his cultural identity, and with the cultural identity of the rugby players being Samoan. So that triggered me to research, like, where was this racism coming from against Polynesian athletes, particularly to Samoan athletes, and looking at the representation of Samoan athletes in the diasporic context, which is in the Aotearoa context. And I managed to link the contemporary racism that was experienced by the Samoan athletes to 19th century racial science. So what you see in my exhibition here at the Honolulu Biennial is I'm exploring two different thematic themes. One is motion photography and one is anthropometry, where these two somewhat disparate scientific mediums are all being brought together into sports science, in the area of sports science, to help enhance the performance of the rugby players. So when you look at a lot of the scientific analysis which goes into improving a rugby player's performance on the field, you see a lot of the scientific methods that's applied onto the athletes are all drawn from, stems from this technology of anthropometry and motion photography, because motion photography, both anthropometry and motion photography, both looks at the movement of the muscle in the body and how you can improve certain parts of the body to improve your game. So I'm making this direct link between contemporary racism that's experienced by Samoan athletes to the scientific racism in the 19th century. So the model that's being photographed in my photographic series is an artist by the name of John Ioane, who is posing in a guise of Maui in the photographs. So in the photographs, I didn't necessarily photograph John Ioane as the artist. It's John Ioane posing in a guise of Maui. And the reason why I wanted to make Maui as a subject matter is because he is often seen as this ideal masculine figure within Pacific indigenous creation stories. And then I'm interested in this idea of, how do you measure a divine being, that you see Maui being photographed in this anthropometry tools and, being photographed in motion photography, so it's this idea of science always constantly trying to analyze, a divine being, which is impossible. So in the work, I'm trying to make this contradiction.